Everybody, welcome to the show. I am Lou Mangello. You are my friend. If you are joining us live, thank you so much for spending your Wednesday evening with us. Please do me a favor. Go ahead, not just like this, but share this and invite your friends to come on over, get comfortable, grab a snack out of the fridge, and join us tonight. And if you're watching us on the replay, be sure to join us every Wednesday night right here, facebook.com/WDW Radio, and be part of the fun live. I want to thank all of you who are hopped in the box super early. Again, there's nothing more warming and rewarding for me than to see so many familiar names in the box, as well as a lot of new faces. And by faces, I mean your itty bitty tiny little Facebook avatars. And I have to actually get these on because I can't see. But Jim Orohosky, Mary, Hal Kussler, Judy Pavrini, Debbie Butme, it's always good to see you. Wayne, Mike, Sarah Elliott says, share every Wednesday. That is, listen, that's the way that our community, more importantly, our family, will continue to go and grow. Paul Hoffman, always nice to see you. Can't wait to see you again soon. Dave Rashoni, I sent you an email. Oh, yes, a little bit of mood lighting tonight. Stephen Cook, hey, from Buckeye Nation, go Buckeyes, go Buckeyes. Dave Covielso's fireball is warming too. There is emergency fireball in the back right there, just in case it needs to be broken out. Jeremy McBride, haven't seen you in so long. Hope to see you guys again soon. Colin Kendall, nice to see you. Kim Turnbull, gratis. It is good to see you. First time watching live. Thank you so very much. Come on in. Take off your shoes. Get yourself comfortable. You are welcome and part of the family. Look around. There's plenty of snacks in the fridge. Let's see. Luis Ramos, always sending pictures of food. If there were calories in pictures and videos on Facebook, I would be 900 pounds heavier than the 900 pounds I already am. Michelle Sternberg, it is always so good to see you. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Armando Now, always a pleasure, my friend. This is like 3 times in 1 week. Mary Wall, my stretchy pants are always on. Mark Lorenzo, blast from the past. I haven't seen you in ages. Greg Heilman, huddled in the rain in Seattle, but feeling sunny vicariously through the box. Courtney Peterson says, I managed to add deluxe dining. What can you tell me? Courtney, you speaking of stretchy pants, if you order the deluxe dining package, you are going to need stretchy pants, big time. So, Christine Morrison's watching the Flyers. Awesome. I think that's hockey. I didn't realize hockey. I'm not a hockey guy. I'm a football guy. Marlton, Juan Escobedo, all the way down in Marlton, New Jersey, which is practically Pennsylvania. And Beatrice Feeney. Again, so good to see Edward Strine all the way up from Santa Clara, California. I don't know why I first read it. I thought he was talking about, the name of the town from The Lost Boys, which was one of my favorite movies growing up. Father George, it's nice to see you again. Allison said, Facebook has changed the user interface for the videos again. Can you send me a screenshot of exactly what you're talking about? Because I have no clue what it is, and more importantly, how much it has changed. So let me just do this. Let me get these. I forgot to get some of my things ready for you guys. There's a lot of stuff we want to talk about tonight, including whatever it is you want to talk about. I'm going to have you guys call into the show if you so choose later. Get those stretchy pants on for a fried oyster po' boy. Man, I haven't had dinner tonight, so that sounds really good. Eric McMahon, I don't watch a lot of baseball, but when I do, it is with the New York baseball Yankees. Father Chris, I'm getting a double blessing today. Father George and Father Christopher. It's like priesthood stereo. I feel good. I needed it today. Father George, I'm telling you, running in today is like God sent an angel. Dave Rashoni said audio is breaking up. Let me see if I can fix that for you. Making sure nothing is going on here in the background. Let's see. Darlene Nagy nibbling on kettle corn. That is not helpful. Sally and Stephen here from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Are you like in Point Pleasant Beach? Like, are you near like Ocean Avenue in Jenks? Or are you like Point Pleasant proper? So Nikki Keller says, can I call in and talk about hockey? You can. I won't know what you're talking about. That's the one with the sticks. It's the soccer on the frozen water with the sticks. Yeah, we have the Lightning down here, but I've been to the audio should hopefully, think I saw the process that was going. I think Father George has called me a chubby cherub. That's all right. I'll embrace that. I can own that. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. I'm super excited this week. I think I'm excited because the show that we just did this past week, obviously we're counting down to Avengers Infinity War. I had to break the show up into 2 shows because shocker of all shockers, we ran long. We ran really long. And I apologize for those of you who downloaded it early on Monday. There was an error with the file. You'll have to just sort of refresh, and it'll fix the problems near the end. So, audio's a little choppy. Let me try one more thing here to fix it up for you. John Jones, I have not seen your post about Infinity War on the box page. I have not caught up as yet. I've been running around like a crazy person today. So, Christian says it was good. So good. Can't wait for part 2. Yeah, we nerded out in a very, very big way on this week's show. So, but I'm super stoked, which is actually part of the reason why let me see, where is it? That's part of the reason why I decided to do a meetup, like a second meetup on the 28th. We're doing a meet of the month earlier that day at Hollywood Studios. I had to push it back from the 21st to the 28th. I will say here to work the weekend of the 21st. Stay tuned. Turn on notifications. You will see why. I can't share it now, but you will see why I had to push the meet back from the 21st to the 28th. If it wasn't awesome and it wasn't important, I wouldn't have done it. So we're going to do it the month early in the day. Come to either. Come to the both. If you want to get tickets, we are going to be at the 7:30 show that night. Just grab some tickets and we can meet up before and after the show, because I'm going to see it the night before, and I know I'm going to want to see it again. So let me get this out of here. So Hal says, out with it, man. You're such a tease. I am a tease, and I want to tell you, and I don't know. Can I? I don't know if I can. There's nobody here. I don't know who I'm looking to because there's nobody here to ask. I will let you guys know that week. I'll let you guys know that week, and you'll understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and all that kind of stuff. So it's good. I promise it's all good. Tina Cairo, nice to see you as well. Chris, I promise I will tell you. Somebody says that Angel is in the box. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Angel in the parks because I don't get there, or in the box very often. So Bill Daniels says, what were the dates to hold in September? Look at you remembering. Last week I told you to save the date. Friday, September 21st through Sunday, September 23rd. We'll have more information coming relatively soon, probably in the next couple of weeks or so. Got to get a couple of things finalized and locked up before I can actually spill the beans. But you might want to save that date just in case. So, Stephen Garrett, hey man, where are you? There you are. It is good to see you. By the way, Stephen, I want to thank you for. I kept it on my desk just in case you were here. I want to thank you for making and sending me your "See You Real Soon" shirt. This is awesome. Which you can get. Wait a minute. What did I do with that? Oh my gosh, what did I do with that thing? Stephen, Stephen, right in here where you can get it. Link to where you can get it, because that's really cool, man. And I just didn't get a chance to change tonight, or else I would have put it on. So, my goal is to have Lou say hi to me when he starts the live show. Karen Musgrove, I am always happy to see you, and I am always happy to say hello as well. Father Christopher says, I love the monthly care package. My vinyl mate was you got Colonel Crutchlow from the Adventurers Club. You lucked out. I was really tempted to start opening those and before I sent them out, but that would have taken some of the fun out. So I think you win. I think that one was one of the best ones from the Park Stars, that recent Park Stars series. If you don't know what I'm talking about, as some of the different levels of the WDW Radio Nation, if you are a platinum member, you actually get a mystery box every single month from Walt Disney World. And you never know what the theme's going to be, what I might put in there. I was actually out today, and I think I have the theme for the next box, and I'm super excited. And I'm going to have to bring a big bag when I go shopping. So, John Bullos, fellow Villanova alumni, V for Villanova, V for victory. Once again, by the way, NCAA Division One men's champions. I had nothing to do with it because I am clearly not a basketball player. So, Darlene Nagy's down to 4 days in Walt Disney World. Sweet. Becky Menken, what did you get in your, even open your care packages yet? And if so, who or what did you get in your, from your Vinylmation? So there was other things in there too, but one of them was a Vinylmation. Debbie Anderson, the Tune-In Lounge, waiting on your Toy Story Fast Pass. Can you do me a favor? Order me a peanut butter and jelly milkshake. And if you can deliver it via like Uber Eats, that would be awesome. Because I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. And that's, I'm not a sweet guy, but that's one of the things I really enjoy. So, let's see. 40 days is going to fly by. I agree 110%. So, loose center drink coupons to Becky. So, to all of you who downloaded the show this week, thank you very much for all of the great feedback that I've gotten already in the last couple of days. I really appreciate it. I'd also love to hear from you on the voicemail, your thoughts about the show, your favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe film, what you're expecting from Avengers Infinity War. I was looking earlier today, and I found this image online about how all of these movies and how all of the characters, even some of the TV shows, are not just connected on the timeline, but connected in the cinematic universe itself. And it is, it's awesome and overwhelming at the same time. And I am ridiculously excited to see not just the characters that we know are coming, the ones that are featured in this poster are not going to be the only ones that you see in Infinity War. And I am stupid excited about it. As of right now, I am set to see 3 showings on, or maybe before, opening weekend. So in case you don't know, I am obviously I am a Monster Spider-Man fan. So seeing Spider-Man in the Iron Spider suit has me ridiculously excited for what's to come in just a couple of weeks. I almost spilled the beans on something too, but I won't because I can't. Katie McNamara says, "Where's Hawkeye?" There is a and I have a theory. I don't want to. There's a reason why I think Hawkeye was specifically excluded from that. Isaac Johnson, look at you coming in with the thwip, brother. John Jones says, I posted the top things we know about Infinity War so far on the Box People page. John Jones, I dig that, man. And if you are not a member of the Box People group, I am going to stall until I find out. Nope, that's not it. I'm still going to stall until I find the Box People logo. There you go. This is where the conversations should really take place. I want you to like the page, but I really want you to become part of the community on the Box People group on Facebook. This way you see everything. Your voice is heard equally amongst everybody else. So, Kyle Doherty says, I know this movie is going to make me very sad if it's like the comics. I obviously know what you are referring to. I think that, Marvel will have to stay as relatively close to the comics as they can. But obviously I think there's some things that happen in the movie to follow that might remedy some of those things. I just want to see Iron Spider-Man in the Iron Spider suit. So, do I think any Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters will be in Infinity War? So, Julia, I think that they said that there's really not going to be any crossover from the TV series. Now, I think they were specifically talking about the Netflix, although there's going to be action that takes place in New York, probably very close to Hell's Kitchen. I don't think we're going to see Daredevil, Luke Cage, Power Man. I'd love to see Kingpin. We're not going to see Kingpin. We're not going to see Jessica Jones. I think there will be some ties to, because I think there has to be some ties to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, um, is Princess Becky one of the characters we don't see in the poster? Yes, and that's for a very, very specific reason as well. So I think, let's see. I think seeing Bucky indicates there's a distinct possibility we'll see change. Obviously, Hal, we have an idea of what might be coming soon in this film. I'm not a huge superhero person, says Alexa. Which one do you recommend to get me hooked? All right, so this is a good question, I think, for everybody. Which one do I recommend to get me hooked? I think if you're going to see only one film, so this is a question I want you guys to answer. If Alexa Kozierski, not Alexa the Dot, has to see only one Marvel Cinematic Universe film before Infinity War, what should it be? I think without a doubt it has to be Avengers. It's obviously my favorite among the films. It sets up everything that follows. I think it'll give you the best groundwork for what you will see in Infinity War. I think you have to have an association with most of the characters on the most, basic levels. We're also seeing Captain America. We're getting a couple of Iron Mans in there. Brian, Avengers. Tina, I love Guardians, but I don't think that needs to be the one you see before, because in the first Guardians, there's not really a lot of tie-in to Avengers. I think Kerry Ramsey, Civil War is another great option too. You can certainly say Civil War. Rachel, I agree with you. Avengers is my favorite. Here, Alexa is going nuts. Alexa, play WDW radio. Let's just see if it works, like over the internet. And Amanda, Catherine, Lecicero's Alexa's going to go crazy. Alexa, order 400 copies of the audio guide to Tomorrowland. I mean, if I'm going to do it, I might as well, try and pay for all this stuff. Civil War, Avengers, Civil War. I think those two. Guardians does explain the Infinity Stone, but I think that then you can almost, it does, but you can also make an argument for Ultron then too, because Ultron you get introduced to one of the Infinity Stones, and there's an explanation by Thor of exactly how they came to be. My Alexa just played music. Alexa, who is Lou Mangello? I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm just curious. Alexa, get me an app from the Boathouse. Get me everything from the Boathouse, Andrew. I like that even better. Avengers introduces the larger team. Civil War sets up the teams that will be working together in Infinity War. Greg, I agree. I think those who had to watch one, it would be 1 and 2 in terms of setup. If you heard this week's show, and spoiler alert, when you hear next week's show, not only do we count down to Infinity War, but we go over our top 5 films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And as much aligned as we were in our conversation about the films on the road to Infinity War, we were very, very, very different in our top 5 Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Clearly, you can guess which one made the list. In terms of my top 5, because I love Peter Parker oh so very much, but I did not put it number 1. I did not put it 1. He said order $400 and my Alexa lit up. I apologize, by the way, if Amazon delivers anything to your house. Captain America, First Avenger, and Deadpool are both on TV right now. Listen, Katie McNamara, just wait a few years when Deadpool crosses over into this, like if they're able to pull this deal together like they did for Spider-Man and sneak him in to Infinity War somehow, the internet and my brain would just explode. My Alexa doesn't know you. I need to meet your Alexa, clearly, Beatrice Feeney. Let's see. Black Panther's coming out on DVD May 15th. So question for you. When movies come out, do you still get them on physical DVD or do you order digital copies? I know the quality is better, But after a while, like you sort of run out of space. Man, it's such a pain in the neck having to get up and change DVDs. I've gone all digital, and I'm actually trying to get rid of my DVD collection because I want to either convert it or buy the ones that I don't have the codes for on digital. So I told Alexa to ignore you. She said that she was never talked to. I'm happy that Alexa has good manners. So Black Panther did pass Titanic, Jim, and we were talking about this on the show, and you'll see on next week's show where we think Infinity War is going to drop in terms of money that is brought in. It very easily could top Black Panther if it delivers on what we are expecting. So, Mark Lorenzo 4K and digital, a lot of people digital, Blu-ray with digital copies. Jamie, I want to, for some of the movies, I want to do that because there's that sense of ownership and there is some of the additional features and quality, but I always end up watching the digital version anyway. There are actually, so digital is 4K. Yeah, Rich, some of them are. John hasn't bought a movie of any kind in more than 10 years. If I want to watch it, stream it for $3 to $6 or find it on demand. Actually, and this is completely legit, and I have no horse in the race, but there are websites like Ultraviolet HD and Digital World HD or Digital Codes HD where people sell the digital codes when they buy the Blu-ray, which you are allowed to do. It is perfectly legal and legit. So for, sometimes $2 to $6 to $8, you can get the digital code for a movie when it comes out without having to buy it via iTunes. And they have digital movies anywhere, Disney movies anywhere, iTunes, a few of the other ones as well. And that's usually the way I do it. The only movies we buy on Blu-ray DVD anymore are the Marvel ones, as if I needed one more reason to love Lynette Young, including but not limited to the fact that you moved out of New Jersey. I buy DVDs. Brian does digital. He wants to sell my VHS collection. I'm going to let that sink in. You still have a VHS collection, and I think it's time to let it go. Garage sale it, sister. Just let it go. Donate it to a library. Donate it to a school. Donate it somewhere. But Avengers pre-sales doubled Black Panther, says Bill Daniel. Interesting. It'll pass Black Panther for sure. Andrew, the camp? I have many leather-bound books, and this one I believe is actually called Leather-Bound. It was a gift. I don't actually have many leather-bound books. So, Eric Hollister, hello there, WDW listener, says when Deadpool crosses over, it'll be great if they bleep him when he breaks the fourth wall to keep it PG-13. That he complains about to the audience. I dig it, man. That's one of the things we love about Deadpool is he breaks the fourth wall, sometimes inside the fourth wall. That's 16 walls. I love Deadpool, and I know he does a lot of potty mouth and not kid-friendly scenes, but such a good movie. Like, that was a movie that was made out of love. And, man, I do love me some Ryan Reynolds. So I can't rent movies that I love because I watch them a million times. Yeah, that's why I buy the digital code, because I love being able to just have access to it anywhere, anytime, without having to, have a stack of DVDs or a wall full of DVDs somewhere. So, Dave Covielli says, Infinity pre-sales are more than the last 7 Marvel films combined. I am playing a major part in that because I've bought for 27th and the 28th, and I just added 4 more seats onto the 28th to bring a couple of extra people with us. So I am doing my part. So Allison Breck, meet of the month from June between the 23rd and 26th in Disney Springs. For you, Allison, I will even take a look right now. June is a crazy month for me because of travel. Let's see, that's April, Angela. That's not June. Because I have that Alaska cruise thing coming up. That might be tough. Because I don't come back from the cruise until the 26th. And then I've got the Toy Story event that weekend. So we'll see. If we do, maybe we'll do a meet of the month in Disney's Hollywood Studios, because I'm sure it's not going to be crowded with the open Toy Story. Jerry Applegate, man, I hope you are feeling well. Nobad or Tiffin's for my birthday lunch. Satuli, I haven't done any of them. I would do for your birthday lunch. Obviously I love Nomad Lounge. Sitting outside getting a bunch of appetizers with friends. I would do that, then Satuli, and then Tiffin's because you're going for lunch. Because you're going for lunch. That's why. Jesse McCullough has a VHS Captain America from the early 90s. I did have, I used to have some Spider-Man, the old cartoon from the 60s on VHS, but I've got to get them. I have to get those on digital. I had them, and I think somebody stole them. Because I had the 67 collection, that the yellow box with Spider-Man cover, and I think when I had a garage sale, somebody stole that, and I'm going to cry. Somebody stole my Mego Spider-Man. I had a Mego, and for those of you who are, toy nerd, 60s, 70s toy nerds, the Mego superhero collection, they were about 12 inches high. I had a Spider-Man in the box, and I'm upset, not just for the sentimental reasons, but he was a mint in box, and he is worth quite a bit of money. And then after, having, and I don't know when it happened, if it was a garage sale or having people over, but he is no longer to be found, unless he is buried in a box somewhere. So, but we'll see. Rachel Friend, at least twice opening weekend. I'm with you. I store my favorite movies and TV shows physically in my iPad, 512 gig. Yeah, I mean, I stream most of this. And look, I really like Disney Movie Anywhere service in terms of how they have that set up. And I think it's a really good indicator of what's to come. And I also got an opportunity to look at one of the overseas Disney services, which obviously you cannot access here. Very, very, very nice interface. Huge selections of movies, which to me gives me a good indicator of what is to come with the Disney streaming service next year. So, Mego made awesome toys. Mego made awesome toys. I agree. And most of the stuff I have is here. I'm going to get rid of some of the stuff, but there's still a few things that sentimental Lou Mangello wants to add to his, do back to my collection, I should say. But I don't want to buy the Mego Spider-Man because that one was mine. It was mine. So I'd like to get that one back just because, yeah. So, Chris Banish, you had the worst day at work. I am so sorry to hear. I am sincerely sorry to hear, and I think that you need to eat something fattening to make yourself. I'm all in favor of stress eating. I know it's a bad idea, but Amanda Catherine Locistro, I love the Movies Anywhere service. Can't wait for the Disney streaming service. I was talking to a cast member, and I'm even more excited for what's to come. Yeah, look, Disney is not always the first one to jump into the water. They wait, they learn, they listen very, very carefully. Sometimes they acquire, and this way, when they do it right. And we've seen that time and time again. So I like you. I think Movies Anywhere is a great step in the right direction so far. But we'll see. Is Tokyo Disney worth the flight? Joseph Trapani, I'm going to make this as big as I can. Tokyo Disney is worth everything. It's worth the flight. It's worth the time. It's worth the money. It's worth the stretchy pants. Stop what you're doing and go to Tokyo right now. Where can you buy the codes for movies? So I use a couple of them. I use Digital World HD. So I can even, I think I can even show you this. Can I show you this? I can show you this. Can I show you this? Yeah. So I think you guys can see this. I use Digital World HD, and you see movies are like $3.50, $7.95, and the prices are different. They're all over the place, but you can get brand new ones, for $6, $7. So, okay, now how do I turn this off? Wait, now I have to try to get this off there. There you go. So. Wi-Fi in the Tokyo flight made the time fly by. Dan, my wallpaper is Spider-Man. Like, it's old. It's old original Amazing Spider-Man, like not the new stuff. It's that stuff, the old like Stanley Ditko stuff. Um, let's see. John Jones' friends going to the Infinity War midnight. I have my entire movie collection on a 4 terabyte drive served by iTunes on an old Mac. That's the way to do it, Donald. I just buy the iTunes copy because they have all the extras. So that's what the places, the Digital World HD, Ultraviolet Cinema, all those places, you can buy an iTunes version. You can buy the Disney Movie Anywhere version. They have the Ultra HD 4K versions, and they come with all the extras too. It's as if, because sometimes when you buy it, you have to redeem the code on iTunes or you redeem the code at Disney Movies Anywhere, and they connect both ways. So that's why I really, really like that a lot. So I use Flickster to stream my purchased digital movies. I would like to have everything all in one spot because I have some that didn't come from there that I'd like to sort of combine. But yeah, the code work in Disney Movies Anywhere. And you'll see when you purchase, they sometimes will give you different options. Do you want to buy Disney Movies Anywhere, iTunes, a few other platforms as well. So yeah, you can stream Vudu through an Apple TV. Yeah, Apple TV, and I don't have the new 4K one yet, but I also suggest a couple of Google Plus forums too. I will tell you, if you're going to download a movie, download it legally. Do not illegally pirate movies. Bad things will happen to you if you do. So, Darlene, I actually did not try the poutine yet at Flower and Garden. I was actually over there today taking pictures for a secret project I am working on. I spent today, let's see, I got there at 11. I left at 3. I spent 4 hours to take 3 pictures. So you might be able to figure out what that could be for. Maybe. Put the pieces together. So, 18 terabytes of movies painfully captured and stored. A couple of 4K Shield TVs. Wow. I wish I had the time to do it. I'd love to take all my DVDs, rip them, put them on a hard drive, but I don't even have it. I don't even have a device to rip them. So, Aaron King, I did work on a scavenger hunt today. So, spoiler alert, it is in World Show. But that's not what I was working on. That's not what I was working on today. So, Martin says, good, the poutine might survive. Just saying. I had nothing. If it goes away, I had nothing to do with it. I had absolutely nothing to do with it. So, it takes a long time to rip a collection, but it's worth it. So, let me ask you, would you guys like to call in, weigh on the, oops, wrong one. Weigh in on the show this week, weigh in on Infinity War, weigh in. Man, I need food and sleep. Weigh in on what you're anticipating for Infinity War. I know it's a couple weeks away, but I'm just stupid excited. So, all the scavenger hunts done in the parks, though. I agree, Martin Shergold. So when you come here in October, we'll have to do them together. We'll see how good you are, and I'll sort of be, your guide. So, let's see. Kristen Fisher hunted all the way from South Dakota. I haven't been to South Dakota since I was 15. We drove across country. I remember stopping in South Dakota. Jesse says, question about Infinity War. Do you think Thor's going to get a new hammer? My guess is we're going to see this occur after he meets up with the Guardians. I do. And here's my theory. Oops, I didn't mean to make that go away. Here's my theory, Jesse Fouts. I think, so we know, look, the toys are out, right? The toys are out already. You see the Stormbreaker, the new hammer. My theory, and I don't know this, my theory is that the handle hammer is made from Groot. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it until the 26th when I am proven wrong. But that's what I think. It's not MC Hammer, but that's what I think. I think Thor's new hammer, the handle is going to be made from Groot. So, Please have her. I listen, Marissa Brzezinski. I dig the old MC Hammer. Where is MC Hammer now? Like, what is MC Hammer doing? Like, does MC Hammer walk around and does he walk into Chick-fil-A and Saturday and go, hey, man, I was MC Hammer. How about a little spicy chicken sandwich, on the house for the effort? Like, does he get recognized as, I'm sure he does, even without the pants and the big gold rim glasses. He still got to walk around like, I'm MC Hammer. So, Jesse Fouts wants to see Beta Ray Bill. Jesse, I will only say this. So here's the Infinity War poster. Those, and there's probably 20, we'll ballpark it, 20 to 22 characters on that poster. You are going to see, and we say this on the show, you are going to see a lot more characters in Infinity War, main superhero characters than what you see on that poster. I'm guessing. So it's going to be incredibly exciting to see who else shows up, in space, in other dimensions, in Wakanda. It is too legit to quit. Eric, I made that way too big, but you're right. It's too legit to quit. Hey. That's why we pray. That's also an MC Hammer song. So, Marissa, obviously Adam Warlock was set up in Guardians 2. His presence, you can only assume, is going to be made visible in this film. So massive. It's going to be like drinking from a fire hydrant. Like, I think Infinity War is going to be a film that if this is your thing, and I understand that Avengers, superheroes is not for, I think it's going to be a film you're going to need to see a couple of times in order to sort of let it all sink in. Somebody said, how long is Infinity War? It's 2 hours, 37 minutes, Martin. It's a long film. So, I wish you could come with us. Why don't you fly over on the 28th and we'll all go see? I'll buy you a ticket. I mean, not a plane ticket, but I'll buy you a ticket to the theater. We could sit together. I mean, I'll get you your own popcorn and stuff, but, somebody said if they kill off Hawkeye, I'm done. Daniel, I would be careful with such absolute statements. So, if you know the comic book, there's and I think it's going to be interesting too in terms of, and part of the reason why I did this show is because of how this film and what's to come after is going to affect the Disney parks. So, it's going to be interesting. 2 hours and 37 minutes is going to feel like 30 minutes. So it's going to be. But listen, why don't we do this? Why don't we turn this up? I would love to hear you guys. I love the call-in aspect of the show. So I'll pop these bad boys in, and if you want to call in, talk about Infinity War, talk about Marvel Cinematic Universe, talk about. Gosh, I keep doing the same thing. You want to talk about this week's show or anything else? Let me know. So, MC Hammer's doing Starburst commercials these days. Hey, listen, whatever pays the bill. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou. It's Marissa Brzezinski.
Marissa Brzezinski, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm actually doing really good. We got our magic bands in the mail today for our trip next month. So
nice.
And
it makes it all real,
it's a Lou
right?
night. It can't get any better. Yeah, this is a good year for movie fans. Like, I almost feel like I want to in that. What is that? Movie Pass.
Movie Pass, yeah. Which is now coming back to AMC supposedly. They took it away from AMC, but it's coming back.
It's almost like the powers that be said, "What movies can we make this year that will make Lou, all of his people happy, and let's make those."
Yeah, it's and they're one right after another. So it's Infinity War, it's Deadpool, it's Incredibles 2. I'm not stupid excited for Solo. Of course, I'll go see Solo opening weekend. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which of
Yeah,
those?
it's good.
Which of the
One right
movies are you
after.
most excited to see?
Oh, well, I'm going to go with Infinity War first, and then Solo. Well, my husband Chris says he's all about Solo. I really think he might be all about seeing Donald Glover as Lando. I think
Right.
that's almost more exciting than Solo. And
It's gonna be
I'm a big Chewbacca fan. I would watch Chewie for 2 hours. Read from sound like he was gargling tax.
it's gonna be really interesting to see, these characters that we've known and loved and grown up with for years, to see another actor portray a younger version of them, how that's going to
Yeah,
translate. How close, how dissimilar are they going to be? Because those are big, those are big shoes to fill.
yeah. I mean, I could only hope that the actors themselves are as big, a fan as we are of the character and want to do the character justice. Actors of Erickson want to put their own spin on things, but this is not the time to get creative with
Right.
those roles.
Well, and I'll tell you, the thing that worries me is, and we even talked about it on the show this and next week, is, when there's so many reshoots and new people coming in and out, that doesn't always bode well for a film. So
Yeah.
it gets me a little nervous. Gets me a little bit nervous.
Yeah. So I mean, I've liked pretty much. It was Ron Howard that they brought in to finish Solo,
Right.
correct? Yeah, and I've been pretty happy with pretty much all the stuff that he's done. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and all the other Star Wars universe stuff. Some of it hasn't been my favorite, but it's always been entertaining. So I'm going to give it. I'm going to go in with my
Listen,
my hopes won't be high, but I'll have.
And I think you're right. I think because Richie Cunningham is taking over the helm, we have a little more faith and confidence in
Right.
in what it's going to be like. So
Exactly. And with the Infinity stuff, that's just like, eye candy, brain melting nonstop.
Right.
It's gonna be awesome. I mean, I really don't see they've done, Kevin Feige and that group over there, man, they have just hit home runs every time with these movies. Even the ones that weren't awesome were always, they're pretty good. I'll
Right.
take the
Every
popcorn
time,
flick. So, I mean,
when Ant-Man came out, it's like, oh, this is going to be the first miss, and it wasn't. And
right.
then
No.
Guardians 2 came out. It says, well, they'll never be able to recapture it, and it didn't. So, now some people are saying that about Captain Marvel. Well, this is going to be the first. They've got a pretty good track record behind them. So,
Yeah. Yeah, they've never rested on their laurels and gotten so comfortable where we just, the audience will love us no matter what we do. I think they understand and respect the intense fanboy fangirlness of their base, the comic book fan base that, this is stuff that it's sacred. You can't mess up that stuff. They have to do it right.
They look, Disney doesn't rest on their laurels, right? They don't follow, to use a Walt Disney, they don't follow pigs with the pigs, because our expectation levels are so high with the movies, with the parks, with the resorts. The same is true with the MCU and with some of their films, and I think that's why the standards have been so high.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, it's a good time to be a fan of movies. It's a good time to be a comic book fan. It's a good time to be a Star Wars fan. It's a good time to be a Disney fan.
I'm with you. I am with you. So, well, good. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it. Hope to see you guys soon when you come down.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
All right. May the force be with you.
Nano. You too. Bye.
Bye. All right. We'll take some of these rapid fire. Again, you can call in and talk about that you like. Caller. Hey, Lou, you're on the air.
Hi, Lou. This is Steven Smith from Detroit, Michigan.
Hey, Steven, how are you?
I'm good. I'm calling because I have a few questions for you.
As long as there's no math, have at it.
First off, my future father-in-law was down there for business, and he stopped off in Epcot, and he saw workers on top of the roof of the old Wonders of Life pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
And then he asked me, because I'm the mini version of you in the family, and he asked me, what are they doing? And I assume that they're putting restaurant for Mission Space there. Do you
In
know if
Wonders of
that's
Life?
true?
No,
Um,
I think they're doing some maintenance on the building structure itself, but the restaurant for Mission Space, from what my understanding is going to be in between Mission Space and Test Track. They're going to build um, a new structure for the restaurant itself, not taking over Wonders of Life. I think there are other plans in the works for Wonders of Life Pavilion.
and then my second thing, I'm going to go back to your live review of Pirates. I'm going to refer to what you said about it. It's like this new Redhead audio animatronic really doesn't have that good of a dialogue to her either. And when Walt originally built Pirates, he was going to have it like a history wax museum.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it seems like every like 10 years, some new Imagineer wants their mark on it. So I feel like they made this new Redhead audio animatronic because some new up-and-coming Imagineer out in California wanted their mark on a classic Disney ride.
Well, I don't know that it's making the mark. I think it addressed an issue that some people had in terms of political correctness, and I don't want to go too far down that road. There's obviously two sides of there's probably many sides to the opinions on whether people liked it or don't liked it. Look, I think as it is, the redhead now has a personality. She has a voice. They have cleaned up a couple of things. I think the audio even sounds better in the attraction, and they'll continue to tweak it along the way. And look, when it comes to things like addressing sensitive issues like political correctness, Disney's in a tough spot. So it's a no-win situation. So
yeah, it's no win. It is no win because a lot of people saw the historical point of it,
right?
And Pirates back then just took the women and did whatever they want with them, and same thing with the loot. They did not sell the loot.
Right. Well, good, man. I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts.
Yeah, thanks for taking the call, Lou.
All right, brother. Have a good
keep
night.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You too.
Bye-bye. Oh, I hung up too fast. Sorry. So, all right. We'll keep this open a little bit more. We'll take a couple of calls. Also, by the way, I want to wait a minute. I need to wish somebody a happy birthday tonight. I need to wish Margie. Margie, happy birthday, and I hope that wherever you are having the very happiest and most delicious birthday. And hey, this is Lou, and you are there.
Oh my God, I can't believe I got this. This is crazy. Well, this is Karen Musgrave.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you. I was going to.
Oh, did I lose you?
Sorry. So I found out something on Monday from a cast member. When we from our trip last week, we had some issues with our fast passes, and we were talking about some of the issues, and the conversation got brought up about how at the other park you can buy the fast passes, for the all rides every day.
Right.
And she actually mentioned to me that Disney was testing that right now. Do you know anything about that?
So I don't know about anything in Walt Disney World. I know in Disneyland you can purchase a Max Pass for $10 a day, which gives you the opportunity. I don't have it in front of me. I think you can get like 3 fast passes, and it's a paid system, which seems to work out there. It'll be interesting if they try to roll something like that out here. Obviously, you saw pushback in terms of paying for parking, pushback in terms of, paying for additional things based on the resorts route. If you have to start paying for fast passes, again, I wonder, I think some people will embrace it. Some people might push back on it, but it also might, look, Flight of Passage still is 3.5, 4 hours some days. So they've got to try and find a way to make it as accessible to people as possible, but also give people the opportunity to ride if they can't wait 4 hours a day. Listen, I get it. I haven't been on Flight of Passage in, since the first week that it opened. So.
And then I was really shocked when she said they were testing an unlimited fast pass for a purchase, and I'm assuming it would be expensive like it is at the other place. But I'm telling you, we went to Universal. Sorry, I said the name that should not be mentioned. So.
It's not like it's a curse. I mean.
Well, we went and we bought those passes, and I'm telling you, it really made a difference because last week the parks were crazy.
Right.
And I'm telling you, if they did that, because I was talking to some of my other friends who like going to Disney too, and we were all about it, totally by it. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who would. So I don't know. I just wonder maybe if you heard anything about it, because I was so blown away by her saying they were testing that right now, and
I would not be surprised if they implement something like that here. And I think it's like you said, you will have some people be upset because maybe they don't have it in their budget to afford it, but there will be people who will be very, very happy and are willing to pay a little bit extra or willing to pay a premium in order to be able to hit as many attractions as possible. So again, it's a no-win situation because you'll make some people happy, either way. But some people will be upset no matter what you do too. But I'd be curious to see, how that system would work if they tested it here. How do annual pass holders, Florida residents, get the same type of fast passes that club level or Disney Vacation Club guests get? It'll be curious to see.
Okay, cool. Do I have time for another question, or do you need to?
Go ahead. Make it fast. Lightning round. Go.
Okay. So the other thing that came up was because we're going to be staying at Wilderness Lodge in November, and she brought up the phone being able to unlock the doors when we go. With the new technology coming through, I actually saw an article recently about it. I don't understand the point behind it because the Magic Band, it seems right. It's just easy. Boom, you do it, and it's done. Versus bringing the phone out and doing it. Is this part of a phase to maybe get rid of the Magic Band?
I don't know that it's to get rid of it, but I'll play devil's advocate and say, like, I don't have a Magic Band. I just don't want to wear a Magic Band. I don't have to worry about carrying it with me or leaving it in the car or, did I leave it home? But now I decided I want to go to the parks. If it's on my phone, look, I think what you're going to start to see is a shift towards being able to have not just more access to information, but access to booking things, buying things, interactive elements in the parks where your smartphone is going to be the device that you're going to need. You're not going to have to go to play the Agent P adventure, which is not going to be the Agent P adventure anymore. You're not going to go to have to play a game in the park and go borrow a flip phone device. You're going to have, augmented reality, other types of games that are going to go either through the My Disney Experience app or a standalone app. So it almost makes sense to have access to all of your information, the ability to pay for things, the ability to unlock your door, the ability to make your fast passes, check your ADRs, all those things in a central location. So there is a convenience factor to it. And again, not having to worry about my kid lost the Magic Band. I don't want the Magic Band. I got to hook it in the back of my backpack. So I get it. I'm not saying that they'll completely remove the Magic Bands. Somebody who doesn't carry one, I would love to have more ability and more information accessible to me all the time on my phone.
Gotcha. Okay, well, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for calling.
No problem. Thanks
Have a
for
good
talking
night.
to me. You too. Bye.
The boathouse. I'm going Don't worry. Did I haven't mentioned Boathouse in an hour? You're right. That is. Let's see. Hey, you're on the air.
Hey, Lou, it's Chris Bannon.
Hey, Chris Bannon. Did you have a bad day today? You said.
Yeah, I had an incredibly bad day, but I am drinking wine right now, so it's all good. yeah, it
Whatever
wasn't
gets you
good.
through the day.
If I could have walked out right then and there and retired and said, that's it, I'm done, I would have been really happy.
Well, you sound like you're feeling better, so.
Yeah, the red wine is definitely helping. No, I just kind of wanted to chime in on the new Avengers movie. I am so excited about this. I can't. I'm like crawling out of my skin. So.
I'm with you. Obviously, I am super excited. I don't, other than Spider-Man: Homecoming, I don't know if I've been as excited for a movie in a long, long time.
Yeah, we have tickets, and I think you kind of liked that when I said it on your post. We have tickets for the Thursday night preview at our theater around here, so I'm like really, really excited. I just can't wait. So
there's a little part of me that was tempted to go to the midnight show or just leave my kids at home and go see it, just so I can like get it out of my system. But
yeah.
So,
yeah. But I just wanted to call and say hi
who's your
and tell you
favorite
again how great it was to see you when we were down in February. And hopefully I'll get to see you when I'm there in September.
I hope so as well. Very quickly, who is your favorite character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Oh my gosh. I love Iron Man. He's always been a favorite of my son, my youngest, and myself. So that's kind of my favorite. So
nice. All right,
well, you have a good night. I'll let you go.
You feel better. You feel better.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Bye.
John Jones, by the way, I forgot my Donate Life button. I took it out and I put it on my dresser, and I forgot to put it on tonight. But I know that I believe you are a recipient. I just saw that Melanie said she is a donor, so it's a it is. Hey, this is Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou, Jesse Fouts here. How you doing?
Hey, man. How you doing, brother?
All right. Getting excited for Infinity War.
Yeah, man. You going Friday? You going Saturday? Both?
And probably both. I went ahead and picked up the movie pass so I could hit it up a couple times. Like you said, I mean, it's one of those movies where you're just going to have to go because you're so excited to watch it up front, and then you're going to want to see it again just to catch all the things you missed.
I think that happens, right? That happens a lot of times in these movies. I think that I felt that way about Black Panther too. Like you're so excited, and they're like, okay, now that I'm calm and I got it out of my system, I need to sort of, pick out all the little details that I missed the first time.
Exactly, and I mean, I love discussing like the theories about what's going to happen, but at the same time, the mystique of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and because being a fan of the comics. They're not. You can't just guess on these things because they've taken things different ways. But one of the things I was interested in, I was going to ask you about is, with the Hulk, one of the things I feel like they've kind of throttled him some in the fact that, they don't really touch too much on the whole idea. The madder he gets, the stronger he gets. And I wonder if we're going to see an instance of the Hulk with Thanos. If somebody dies, like one of the major characters dies, and Hulk just goes World War Hulk on them, I'm curious to, if they're going to touch on that at all, because I mean he's, pretty much the only one that could probably stand toe to toe with Thanos and just, blister him. So
I think to your point, I think because there's so much we don't know about it, like that's the exciting part. And for those of you, who are very familiar with comics, the storyline, but you also know that this film is probably going to be very different than that. So I think it's not like, well, I've read this story, I know where it goes. I don't know how. I mean, I know some, relatively major, details, but I don't know where it's going to go, which is really, it's exciting for me as a fan to know that.
And I know super excited about Spider-Man because, I mean, again, that was my favorite growing up. I mean, I have so many of my Spider-Man comics from when I was a kid, and you know, I love the whole Secret Wars thing, and I'm excited to see how, you know, down the road maybe they'll touch that. You know, that might be the next big event, you know, later on once they introduce more characters and, you know, just take it in. So.
Yeah, I think, you know, obviously they have the next phase of this universe um, probably pretty well planned out. So it'll be interesting to see what directions they take. Again, with a lot of characters and a lot of storylines and stories to choose from.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Well, I appreciate you taking my call tonight.
Awesome, brother.
And, you know, always enjoy listening and you know, just connecting with everybody. So I hope you have a good night.
Thanks, man. You too. Have a good night.
Bye.
See ya. I know. I'm getting super nerdy about the movies that are coming up. So let me just quickly go through some of the chat that I missed. We'll take a couple more calls, and then we're going to make it a relatively early night. Keith, I know you know very well who the Avengers are, by the way. And by the way, just think, I have that logo all queued up just in case. So, I see some of you guys. My chat's a little far behind, so you're still talking about some of the technology uses. All right, let's take one more call, and then we're going to make it a relatively early night. I have a lot of work to do on forgetting Secret War. I've got secret project stuff. You know who would love to look inside these file folders? Becky Mankin. I mean, you guys probably would too, because there's really cool stuff in there. But I have to get to it, and I can't stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning again, like I did last night. It did not make for a good day today. So we'll take one more call before we call it a night, guys. Also, don't forget too that if you are going on Saturday, April 28th. Hey, this is Lou. You are on the air. Or are you? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Hello?
Lou?
Who's that?
It's Amber Bramble.
Amber Bramble. Oh my gosh. So nice to hear. I just like saying Amber Bramble.
I know you do. I like saying Lou Mangello.
How are you?
I am good. I have a question for you, though.
Yes, ma'am.
So next year is Ray and I's 10-year wedding anniversary, and I was wondering if you have any upcoming announcements about next year's group trips, because we're hoping to plan anniversary around group trip.
So let me kick Becky off this call, and I will tell you about the things I'm not allowed to tell you about and the things that she doesn't know about yet. I am not at liberty at this point to reveal anything because I believe Becky would hop on her private Concorde jet, fly over here, and strangle me, like on air.
How about a timeline? Like, do you know we'll know by like October or?
Yes. Yeah. So for the one thing that Becky knows that we are working on together, we'll definitely know by October. Absolutely.
Yay! That excites me.
You know, the other thing too, Amber, is sometimes things pop up. So, for example, the save the date that I have been hinting at for this September. Sometimes things pop up, and because of the timeline that we have to work within, whether we're working with Disney Cruise Line or whoever it is, we can't announce things until we start getting closer and we get details from them. So that's why I was happy to announce the September thing now, but message me. I'll tell you all the secret stuff off air.
Well, that's exciting. I'm just really wanting to, get on one of the group trips with everybody.
Yes, they're nothing better, and I don't say this because there's nothing that I enjoy more than going as a group. The more the
Yeah.
merrier. You guys are like family, and we are. Everybody gets along so well. It really does make it so much more of an enjoyable trip for me and for the people that come. Like, that's why I'm so excited for Alaska and the secret save the date thing and the other thing we're working on and the stuff that's up there that Becky doesn't know.
Excellent. Well, everyone who's not a nation member needs to join the nation so they can also get additional insider information.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. You have a good night, Lou.
You too. Thanks.
Hi, all Box friends as well.
All right, Amber Bramble.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Becky Mank and I agree that group trips are the best. They very much are the best. And you know who else is the best? What do I do? Becky Mank is the best from MEI Mouse. The only person better than, not that they're better than Becky, but equally as awesome as Becky are the agents from MEI Mouse Fan Travel. Look, I'm going to double logo on both sides. Look at that. Just because. So, but if this is the Box People family, Louis, that Becky is not the mom. This is sort of, I'm like a single cell organ. I just sort of replicate with no other, all of that, this whole, that whole road is just weird. So I'm going to stop going down it. So, with that, I am going to let you guys go. Relatively short show tonight, although I will probably be live again, this week, and most likely this Sunday. I will be once again at the Morimoto Asia Sakura Festival Sunday, I believe, from 12 to 3. So if you're in the area, come down. If you're not, I'll broadcast some of it live, and then I'll be at Epcot later on that evening for Girls Weekend. What? So I'm super excited for that, and maybe I'll broadcast a little bit from there. I didn't say I did it all by myself. But you were not the mother. That would be really weird. So I'm just like this, yeah, I'm the mother. I gave birth to DisneyWorldTrivia.com, and it just sort of grew from there. So, but Lou is our cult leader, and Becky is a separate princess on her own. I'll just leave that up there. Harry Stinson Doherty. So, Mark Shergold, yes, you definitely want to eat before the so we'll not be talking biology. So, then what's happening after 3? Melanie Jones. That's when the good stuff really starts. Maybe there won't be too much. But there you go. You're the cool man. How's that? That's a lot better than saying you're the mom, because that just made it way too bad and weird and all that. So don't forget a couple of things. Don't forget to save the date. Friday, September 21st through Sunday, September 23rd. We will have some information coming to that real soon. If you're in Walt Disney World Saturday, April 28th, come to the meet of the month earlier in the day, Disney's Hollywood Studios. Then join us later on. And again, if you can share our countdown to Avengers Infinity War with your friends on your favorite Facebook group or whatever, I would really appreciate that. As well. Don't forget that wherever you are going, I'm gonna plug it again just for giggles. Go check out our friends over at mousefantravel.com. Oh, before I forget, today is the last day to take advantage of the early bird sale for my Momentum Retreat in Walt Disney World. 3 days, 10 people in a vacation home, helping you turn whatever that thing is that you love, that project, that blog, the video, the product, this idea, into what you do. There is one seat left. One seat went today. One seat is left. We had a cancellation, so I opened it back up again. The early bird sale ends today. I extended it until today just because I love you guys. And if you can't make it to that and or you want to come to the Momentum Weekend Workshop, that is October 6th to the 9th. That also, the early bird pricing ends today for that. We are about 50% sold out on that one. So if you have any interest or have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. And what else? What else? Don't forget to join the Box People group over up. That's still the wrong one. I have to name it differently. Join the Box People group over on Facebook and invite your friends to be part of our community. More importantly, the family And finally, and most importantly, I love and appreciate every single one of you. Keith Cookens, I'm looking forward to see you again. Melanie Jones, a lot of you guys in the box who have come to Momentum. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again at the retreat, on the box, in the box, meets of the month, movies, stuff on the board, Alaska, a lot of cool things we have coming up in the very, very near future. And as always, if there's anything that I can do for you, anything at all, shoot me an email and let me know. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. So until next time, see you.